Hello! Welcome back to another vlog. Apparently that's like all my channel is lately is vlogs because it's the easiest thing to record and edit while having a baby and working. So, sorry that's what you're stuck with, but they're also my favorite to do, so it's whatever. Anywho's, let me get situated here. This vlog, I mean, you can tell by the title, is going to be Fourth Wing. Can we just also appreciate the freaking painted? I love it. I want tattoos like this, the little dragons, on my body so badly. It's gonna happen someday. Anyway, this book came out probably about a month ago. I've bought it. I bought it literally the day it came out, the day or the day after it came out, because I had just kind of seen it pop up a few times and it looked good and sounded good. So I bought it. I just hadn't read it. And then all of a sudden it's cropping up everywhere and people are raving about it. So I started it on a drive home from vacation. I'm literally not very far in. Like, I'm not even on chapter 2. Let's see what page I'm on. I'm on page 16. So I'm really not far into it. But first impressions, love the way it's written. Like, the writing style, the descriptions, the dialogue, the characters, I know I'm just gonna love it. Just like it's pulling me in immediately. Like the story pretty much takes off right away. It's kind of giving me slightly Pennyroyal Academy vibes, if you've been here that long. Thank you. Those were some books I read like in my first year of booktube, but it's kind of giving me some of those vibes and I'm really excited. So it's like a dragon writing university, so it's kind of giving me like Crescent City vibes where they're at college, although Crescent City they're not really at college anymore, but there's a college. Our main character is going to be, her name is Violet. She's going to be training as a dragon rider, even though her whole life she has prepared to be like a scribe. So now she has to go and it's kind of deadly. Like people die, like you have to do this trial at the very beginning and most people die and then you have to get bonded to a dragon. Like I'm so excited for this. Like the characters, I am just being introduced to 2 other characters and I hope that they kind of become like a trio. Just based on the way they're written, they seem like they're gonna be friends and I really hope so because I like them already. And watch me read this and then they die in like the next 2 pages. Anyway, I'm gonna read that while he sleeps and we'll see how far I can get into it. I'm already know this is gonna be one of my favorites for 2023. I'm gonna anticipate that already. Okay, so this is not gonna be spoiler free. This is gonna be very spoiler filled, giving every reaction and thing. So one of the guys that she just met and I thought was gonna form a trio just fell off and died. So of course that was gonna happen. Also, Xaden, I'm assuming that's how you say it. I'm just saying, he's giving me SJM boy vibes, and I am here for it. He's written very well so far. I just met him. This is gonna be a great enemies to lovers, and I'm so excited. Okay, I'm on chapter 10, 115 pages in. This is gonna be my favorite book of the year. Like, I just know it. Xaden, great. When he and Violet were on the mats and he was like disarming her, the tension was great. I don't know how to say her name, Rhiannon, love her. And I like Dane, however, he's being too protective and I don't like that. And if he has feelings for Violet, he needs to just say it. And I don't want them to be a thing because obviously I want Xaden and Violet to be a thing because the tension. But anyway, I'm excited to get to the threshing because I'm excited for Violet to get her dragon, which I already got spoiled kind of by some random TikTok. Just told me she got, it was how to pronounce things in here, and so I actually watched it And then they talked about her dragon that she gets bonded to. I can't remember what the name is, but I know that it means thunder, because they're talking about how a lot of the names in here are Gaelic, Scottish. A lot of the names in here are hard to pronounce, and I just know they're going to get worse. So there's 4 weeks until the threshing, and I'm super excited. So my theory, not my theory, but just like my speculation for when the threshing happens is that she gets bonded to the lone black dragon that isn't willing to bond yet, because he's like the strongest and the baddest, and there's only one other black dragon. They're super rare, and I have a feeling it's gonna go to Violet. We're gonna see. Also, about the dragons, I love that they bond with a human and then they like enhance a power. Like you get this random magical power through them, it like channels through them. I think it's so cool. Danes could be a little manipulative. I don't love that, but otherwise it's really awesome. So I'm gonna keep reading. 9 chapters in, freaking love it. I just want to sit and read this all day long. So he's napping, second nap of the day, second time I'm getting to sit down and read. Love it. No, I'm gonna cry. Aurelie just, I think, died. She fell off the cliff in the gauntlet, and she was so excited. That's not okay. I'm sad. Okay, so she's obviously going to bond with the golden feathertail. Obviously. So I was right. She did bond with the black dragon. I don't think the gold one's gonna bond with anyone. That was a red herring. I think, is that the proper term? I thought that they were alluding that she would bond with the dragon because they were both little and like weak, and I thought they were going to bond. But at first, my original thing was she's gonna bond with that black dragon that they are saying is not willing to bond with anybody, and I'm freaking right. I freaking love this book, is all I gotta say. I freaking love it. She's bonded to 2 dragons, I think, because, oh my gosh, she's bonding to Andarna too. The little gold dragon. Okay, I freaking love this. Okay. Oh, this is freaking epic. Like I said, I freaking love this book, but it's 10:19. I just need to finish this chapter and then go to bed. I'm sorry. Tairn and Scale are mated dragons? They're a bonded pair? Because Scale is Xaden's dragon, and Tairn is now Violet's. What? Okay, did not see that coming. So, this book is so good. I'm on chapter 30, which is page 373. A lot has happened since I last did a check-in. Yeah. And Xaden, I still love him a lot. I can't wait until this series gets more in depth and kind of like how in A Court of Thorns and Roses in the second book, you start to kind of learn more about individual characters and their backgrounds. I can't wait for that to happen, hopefully with Xaden in the next book. The fact that they're connected because Tairn and Scale are mated, what the heck. I love that. They just actually started communicating kind of telepathically, they're dragons, they're able to with their dragons because of this weird bond. So it's giving me, that's definitely giving me ACOTAR vibes with Feyre and Rhysand. But I love things like that. The other thing, I'm very, I don't know, I love, so Violet almost got killed in her sleep, and Xaden was there. Xaden's just there. They've kissed a couple times, And actually, the chapter I just left off on, her Signet power finally came through. I think that's how you say that. Signet? I don't really know. She's a lightning wielder, which like I kind of assumed because I knew that Taryn's name meant thunder, which made me think that maybe she would yield lightning, but I wasn't really sure how that would happen. It's giving me Red Queen vibes, which I don't necessarily, it doesn't necessarily give me Red Queen vibes, but just the lightning does. So I don't know, we'll see how that goes. She did just kill Jack with it. Thank goodness, I hated that guy, and I was going to be livid if Liam actually died, because enough people that I like in this story have already died. I'm really enjoying it. Where I'm at right now, the end of that chapter. Oh. Xaden had come to her room and she kissed him. I have a feeling that the next chapter is where the spice is gonna pick up, just based on how that ended and the like sexual tension that there was. So we'll see. There hasn't really been any spice. There's been like mentions of stuff happening, but like not with the main character, and only kisses have happened. So it's been a really big slow burn. I really am enjoying like Imogene and all of the rebellion people. I have a feeling that there's going to be like a rebellion in this series. Like I think all the rebellion people will kind of link up, and then like Violet will learn that what went down with that isn't actually what happened, is my assumption, because it doesn't seem like it. It seems like the upper administration, generals, whatever, are keeping stuff kind of hush-hush and not exactly telling the truth of what happened. So I think stuff is going to come to light, and Violet is going to like kind of lead it with Xaden and Taryn and Scale. I think there's going to be a big shift. I think it's going to be really good. So I'm really enjoying it. I will definitely finish it tomorrow or Saturday for sure. So far, this is definitely going to be my favorite book of 2023. It's absolutely living up to the hype. So worth it. I've got 68 pages left, and I'm not going to be able to finish it right now. But I'm getting really nervous. Xaden does have ulterior motives with Violet. I really need him to not turn around and be a villain. Good morning. I need coffee. Okay, that's better. Let's go talk about Fourth Wing. Okay, let's chat. This book, this beautiful, wonderful, incredible book. This is my favorite book from the last 2 years. And I'm not saying the writing is perfect, the characters don't have flaws, and like the plot is perfect and makes total sense and stuff like that, but like this book made me feel like I did at the end of reading A Court of Thorns and Roses series. Like I just want more. I feel completely like empty inside, because it's just these characters and the story just like wormed its way into my heart, and I'm like absolutely obsessed with it. This like so good, and like it ended on such a perfect note. Like it ended so perfectly, and like you can kind of see the ending coming. So like with Brandon, I don't remember what his name is. I think it's Brendan. Let me see, it's on the last freaking page here. Brennan. With Brennan being the healer or the mender in Eretia. Yeah, like you could see that coming just based on, I don't know. There were just like little things. I want to reread this so bad because there's so many things that I think I could kind of tie together. Definitely saw the wyverns and the venom coming. Like I think I don't remember if I mentioned that in this or not. Like when I was reading it and talking about the book that her dad had given her about that. I'm like, that's going to come into play. And it did. But I think you could kind of conclude to that yourself, like reading it. Oh my gosh, Liam. There's so much death in this book. I was crying on the drive. We went to Nate's parents yesterday, and I was reading it. I was like so close to being done. I had like 30 pages left, and Liam's death tore me to pieces. I was not okay. Not okay. I thought for sure he would make it and that he would be okay and would live, and he absolutely did not. I'm not okay about that. Like, really not okay. I would have been okay if it was like Imogene and then Liam survived, but no, that's not the case. Anyway, I still love Xaden. She'll come around to it too. It happens in all of these kind of books. The trust is broken and stuff like that. So I'm excited. I think she is going to be a huge part to this revolution. I'm very curious whether Mira knows whether Brennan is dead or not. And same with the mom, Lilith. I think that she thinks that Brennan is dead. Like, I think the whole time Brennan was working with Finn Riorson, and they kind of did a little let's fake your death type of thing. And so then Lilith thinks that they're dead, and oh my gosh, and the Dane betrayal. I wasn't liking Dane because he's just annoying and overprotective, and like kind of possessive and stuff like this. And it was a little bit fishy when he let her go with Xaden during the end at like War Games to Abathine. He let her go a little too easily. And then the fact that he betrayed her, and I didn't say it on here, but I thought when he touched her cheek, because they specifically said he touched her cheek, I'm like, he better not have looked at her memories, because, and I wrote it off that he didn't, because it wasn't the temple, which he had specifically said earlier, and it didn't last very long, so I don't know how his power works. Oh, I'm livid, though. Livid. But seriously, this is one of my new favorite books. Absolutely right up there with ACOTAR for me. I'm obsessed. Also, if you've watched any of my videos before, you know that I'm pretty easily pleased. And so I'm not very critical. This is getting 5 stars for me. I can't even take it down to anything less than that. I loved it so much. And I literally cannot wait for the next book. I'm so glad that the next book is coming out in November, because I will be reading it a freaking sap. I already am probably going to reread this soon. I love it so much. I love it so much. So anyway, I'm going to make a review of this because I think it is worthy of its own video review on my channel, which I don't really do that often, so I'm going to do that. And yeah, guys, go freaking read this book. It's so good. Let me know if you've read it and what you think of it. And if you don't like it, that's fine. But I loved it. So, hope you guys have a great week. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!